thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will put it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense will have the football first. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate. And last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that little brown gel.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Lost to fire on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3-and-out. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That's caught. It's Duff. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And he runs it in for the score.
It's just so nice to have a signal back who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Cool. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final in one of the game's richest rivalries between Texas A&M and Arkansas. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Always interesting to see good SEC.
Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things, it's really cool to learn that.
There he goes! That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. Now improvising. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that second play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
That's reeled in. It's done. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. to the ground with the back. Oh, better look out. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game.
Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The short hands, it's Rich. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Poole. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Minnesota! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make a big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's done. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. On target to the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. And the Wolverines are on the move. Moving out to the right. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so bad. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Going to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big noise in the big house. Swift to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Quarterback making checks. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, third and short, defense was definitely thinking run. And instead, they throw the football. They catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up first and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to get in. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give on the option. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
No chance to run, but still a good game.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they will go so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This time he's got it. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight.
I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now. They'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Duff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Barrels ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. One final play before the end of the quarter. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Under fire. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. And they
breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, Everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Duff. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Catch in the middle, it's Duff. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the 1st.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. And he's still running after the move. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll move the tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the move, it's Poole. Turning it on! And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the fullback. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. On the move is the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to...
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Briggs.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Breaks the tackle. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been...